Hello everyone, my name is Rowan Obelisk, the Tormentor. I am the king of the Tormentors, the society of the world. Today I will teach you about our race's history. It all started, our race's history, not racist history. It all started billions of years ago when the first Tormentor, me, who is nearly immortal, and the king. I created the first normal Tormentors by splitting myself into multiple pieces, all male. These people are known as the Guardians of the Obelisk. Millions of years passed and there became a whole Tormentor empire. Through the leadership of the Obelisk, the Tormentor race advanced to greatness. But a million years before now, all the resources in Middle Earth Dimension 4 were gone. Due to this mighty obelisk, I used all of my power to break the dimensional barrier and transport us all Tormentors to Middle Earth to be saved from the dying planet. But sadly, I sacrificed myself in the process. We then arrived here at this place known as Middle Earth. This world was different from ours, and more primitive. Now welcome to Earth. We're atop of the Misty Mountains, and today you can see our whole entire empire. We don't really like goblins, okay? In fact, we hate them. We kill them, eat them, and put their heads on stakes. As you can see right now, we really don't like them. Actually, they're our number one enemy. But this is how a normal Tormentor looks like. Alright? These guys, these are the soldiers and my guards. This is how I look like, the King Tormentor. So, we're gonna go and get into the throne room. This is the throne room, the heart of the political system of Delta City, the Tormentor Empire's capital city. It is a monarchy, so I rule the whole entire empire. This is where most of all the political decisions are made, by Obelisk, me, and my guardians. The guardians are my advisors. They have no real voice. As Obelisk, I am the only one that can say anything about anything. All trials are held here, as I am the only one that can make decisions. Now let's go into the guest room. This is where all ambassadors would come here, and they would sit, and we would have a chat. This is where I would sit, and notice the secret level there. But there's another deep, dark secret we have. Secretly, we are war-loving creatures. We really hate all and despise all of every single race here on Earth. And we have devised a secret plan to make sure that we take over the whole entire Earth. As you can see, there's nothing here, and there's nothing in there as well. But as the king, I sit here, and whenever I pull that lever, it opens up a whole entire room through this painting. As you can see, our technology is very advanced, and we have come to this. This is where all war decisions will be made, and the whole entire armory is stored here. Now we'll exit, and you can see our technology once more. We have to make sure to close it, so nobody can actually find out our secret. Now let's go on to my room. This is a very sacred room. Because there is a special ceremony celebrated here every 5,000 years. So whenever I sacrificed myself, I created the golden apple. This apple is to be eaten by a worthy tormentor, so he can become the reincarnated version of me, and he will transform into me. This grants him 5,000 years of life. Whenever this new obelisk is about to die, he will eventually choose a new tormentor. Then he will transform into a golden apple lying on his bed, and the new tormentor will eat it, and he will become the new king, but the reincarnated version of me. So this is how I get around everywhere. I just sit on my horse, and this is a flying horse, so it takes off, takes off and then it jumps. And it'll usually fly, but the horse is pretty sick. So we're just going to dismount. So about that thing I was telling you about, the holiday, it's celebrated every year whenever the Tormentor is in the King Tormentor is in good health. And that is always since he is immortal. So, this is the ration bank. You would pick up your ration card here. We are communist/socialist. After you pick up your ration card, you would come here and get your food. This is where you would get your food. It would be usually consisted of goblin meat and veggies. Some people would consider that horrendous, but we think of it as really, really, really tasty. We are very rich, as you can see. There are diamonds everywhere. That's our main primary export. But here we are, and this is the standard living quarters of a standard middle or lower class obelisk. All obelisks live by themselves because we asexually reproduce, so they have no wives or children. And this is how they go to sleep. They don't need much, since most of them are soldiers. They spend most of their day as a soldier. But and the place where I showed you I lived, that's how most of the noble bedrooms look like. That's what the houses are. This is where you would pick up, this is the heart of the social system of the whole entire obelisk empire. This is where you would come and eat your food or have gatherings and events, as we like to do since we are very social. But now let's go to the library. This is where all intellectual meetings are held. There aren't many intellectuals here, but most of them do usually sit here and have discussions. There are tons of books dated from right when we started. Since we are supremely smart, we've written books since then. And so now let's look at the where we cook the goblins. Whenever we capture any goblins, we send them right here into this fence area, as you can see. This is how the system really goes like. We're very harsh with the goblins. We hate them. We wish they would die. You go through here, and then whenever these doors are closed, these doors open, and you'd be forced to kill yourself in this. They would die a slow but cooked death. This is all we have about our Tormentor race. About the room that I live in, only the king can enter that room. So whenever the Tormentor has to do anything, he has to grant them special access. The only other person that's allowed to enter the room, besides the king, is the new chosen Tormentor. So now, since you know all about our race's history and everything we plan to do, like wipe out the whole entire Middle Earth, I'm sorry to say, but now we have to kill you. So I'm going to take out my diamond sword, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to exterminate you. Goodbye.